Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Wednesday Night Live. I'm your host, the Cigar Vlogger, Daryl Moore. I am so glad you're here with me. And if you haven't done so already, please click like and share. I'd really appreciate it. I hope everybody's had a good week so far. Uh, I'm in a good mood. It's cold here in Cleveland. Uh, we had a little snow flurry today. We're supposed to get snow off and on all day tomorrow into the night. I hope wherever you are is warm and dry. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me see who I got in here with me. Oh, my lovely, lovely supporters. I thank you. CA, Cherie Norrington, Clarissa, welcome. Double Dime Diva, Christine, Dog Cigar, Angela Smith, Ebony, Louis Franklin, thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. Okay, let's get started. So I had a interesting weekend. You know, as many of you know, I worked the All Star Weekend. I was driving Uber, so it put me in a position to meet some interesting people and have some interesting discussions. And one of my passengers, I won't say her name, but she's an agent for several of the NBA players that were at the All Star game. And I got to ask them some really serious questions, about the life uh, off the court for some of these athletes that she and other people represent. And I would see, as an older person, I would see these young men wearing all kinds of expensive jewelry and tailor-made clothes, and I'm like, nobody's really advising them that wasting their money on $50,000 chains and $250,000 watches and $1 million pieces of jewelry is not a wise investment, because you're not going to have that salary forever. Uh, you have to plan for your life after basketball. When the salary is not coming in every week, uh, and if you don't play long enough to retire, you're not going to have a pension that you can live off of. So whatever you made, that's what you're going to live off of, unless you go get a regular day job. And she got kind of quiet. She looked out the window. She was trying to be politically correct. Then I saw where she was uncomfortable, so I shifted the conversation. I asked, I said, well, when the athletes are at certain events, do you accompany them because you represent them? She's like, no. When they're on the floor or they're doing something game related, the NBA has control of them. And then when they're off the court, we have them. And I was like, and it struck me the way she said that. I'm like, it's like they're saying they have ownership of these men. When they're on the floor, the league controls them. That was the key word that I heard her say, controls them. And when they're off the floor, we have them. As in, I said, so in my mind, I'm like, when are they ever able to do their own thinking and own doing? So somebody's always telling them what to do and where to go. And I'm like, but they're the source of these people having jobs. So I'm a free thinker like that. I'm an independent thinker. So I ask those critical thinking things that most people just don't even entertain in their mind. And I said, why are these multimillionaires being told what to do, when to do it, and how to do it, and expected to jump and jump as high as they're told? Basically, do what you're told, stay in your place. That's the way I take it. Could be wrong, but that's how as I was listening, that's what it was coming down in my mind and in my spirit. So anyway, as the weekend goes on, I was sitting around one morning, Sunday morning, and one of the projects that I was in was on TV. So I was like, okay, pretty good day, residual income, boom, boom, boom. Oh, good for me. Yay, all that stuff. And then, because when I got home earlier that morning, my son was still in the driveway, and he was like, hey, later on the day, I got a performance down at such and such spot. And I was like, okay. I said, how much is it to get in? Because I'm going to support my children. And I said, in fact, if the club will let me, I'll come bring my camera equipment. I'll record you performing, like I did last year when he had a event that he did same time last year. But last year they didn't have the All-Star here. This year they did, and I recorded him last time, and I recorded him this time, and so I was pleased. I was proud, Papa. My son was on stage, and yeah, man, I was just beyond proud of my boy. I'm gonna show you. You know I gotta show you because I'm a proud daddy. So my son performed NBA All-Star Weekend. He was at this venue downtown, and I took a picture of him before he went there in the driveway at the house, and I was just super proud dad. So I get there, I got my camera equipment all set up. I was out there, right by the front of the stage, waiting on my boy to come out. And, I took pictures, with my camera, my cell phone. And he was about to perform. And while he was performing, so, I'm the proud papa. Yeah, so I'm the proud papa. And, but yeah, so I always have these talks with my son. I'm leading into where I'm coming. I had these talks with my son. I said, no matter how far up you go, don't lose the common touch. Don't get so high and mighty that you forget where you come from. Don't let your success go to your head. Don't blow your money once you start getting large sums of money. Be a good steward over your money. Don't go out here buying $300,000 cars and you live in an apartment. If you're going to have something worth $300,000, let it be a house. Get you a sensible car. In fact, with you being a performer, you're going to be traveling a lot. Lease you a car, but buy a house, because if you lease a car and it's in the name of your company, if you form a production company, that's a tax write-off. Put your property in your car in your corporation's name. You write it off on your taxes. So I talk to him like that because I'm preparing him for that next level. And I happen to look on social media, and there's these people. This young man who plays right here in Cleveland. He plays for the Cleveland Cavaliers. His name is Jared Allen. So this is the young man. This is that young man right here. This is what he wore to one of the events at the All-Star. Nothing wrong with it. Casual outfit, nice top, clean, nice pair of slacks. I think he had on some casual shoes. And people on social media were attacking this man for what he had on. You should be wearing something. I just read some of the comments that turned my stomach. You should be wearing something better than that. You are a wealthy man. Da, 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 da. Going on and on and on. Just clowning him, clowning him, clowning him, clowning him. There's nothing wrong with this young man has on. Nice, neat, presentable, respectable man. People like him here. But mind you, this guy that we're looking at right now, he makes $20 million a year. And I guarantee you the people that were quote unquote dragging him on social media don't even make $200,000 a year. Don't even make $100,000 a year. Probably don't even make $50,000 a year. He makes $20 million a year. He's not concerned with trying to keep up with the Joneses, wearing outrageously priced jewelry that depreciates the moment you buy it. He's not out here trying to drive, even though he can't afford it, driving Bentleys. And nothing wrong with driving a Bentley if that's what you want, if you're making the money and that's what you want. But he doesn't care about the material things. He's happy and he's secure in himself. He has his priorities are elsewhere. Thank you. Let me see your transcript. he has his priorities in check. If he's going to spend large sums of money, it's going to be on a home. It's going to be invested in businesses and making investments that'll pay off for him in the long run. He has his head on his shoulders the right way. He has a level head about him. And he made the statement when he looked at, he saw how many people were making fun of him. And he said, and I put it on the thumbnail for this show, people are making fun of Jared Allen on social media. And he said this, what am I supposed to do? Buy a $5,000 chain? I'm comfortable. End quote. He makes $20 million a year. So what does he have to do? Why does he have to buy the outrageously priced jewelry, luxury cars, all the bling bling and the flashy, I don't know, the red bottom shoes? I'm just making up stuff, you know, or he got to have a tailor-made suit, or he got to have these outrageously priced watches and earrings in his ears and gold ropes and diamond encrusted chain, platinum chain. He doesn't want that stuff. He doesn't want that stuff. That's not who he is. But it's a problem in our community. We'd rather look good than be good. For example, I guarantee you right now, if I end the chat and I say, well, okay, if I gave everybody, I said, you know what? Let's all take a cruise this summer or this fall. I guarantee you at least half of us in this chat, or half of the people that's going to watch this video, ooh, we going on a week-long cruise. Ooh, I got to go buy me an outfit for each day of the week that I'm on the cruise. White people don't think like that. You going on a cruise? Okay. They go in their closet or go in their drawer and they get the clothes that they already got and they pack those clothes. Okay, I don't need no new bathing suit for every day I'm on this cruise. I got to wear a different bathing suit or a different pair of swim trunks for men, or I got to wear a different outfit each day, or every time you see me, I'm changing outfits 2 or 3 times a day. You spend the bulk of your money on outfits to impress other people that you don't even know, and half of them, if you do know them, you don't like them. White person hop in, whatever they got in their closet or in their dresser drawer, that's what they're wearing. So we spend $2,000 or $3,000 in outfits. They got that same $2,000 or $3,000 in their pocket to spend while they're on the cruise. So when the ship docks somewhere, they can go out into those areas and buy souvenirs and ship those souvenirs back home. Well, we can't do that because we spend our money on outfits trying to keep up with the Joneses and keep up appearances and impress other people, half of which we don't know and the other half we don't even like. But we just want to have this image. Let me show you a picture. Let me show you a picture. This is, you know who these people are. That's Bill Gates on the right. That's Warren Buffett on the left. 2 billionaires. I don't see a Gucci belt nowhere. No Rolex watches. No platinum chains. No diamond studded earrings. None of that. No gold or platinum grills. None of that. But these men are both billionaires. Billionaires. Not saying you got to dress down like they do, but their priorities are not about looking good. Their goal is to be good. But it gets better. It gets better. I'm trying to teach a lesson. I'm pivoting my platform in a different direction. So since I ain't doing mess tonight, ain't nobody really tuning in like that, and I'm okay with that because I want to help people and not go back and forth contributing to ignorance. So I want you to check something out. I'm gonna put my face back up here, then we're gonna go to the video that I want to show. We want to impress people. That's why you see certain people online. I'm not gonna say no names. Oh, well, I got this car and I live in this neighborhood. I got this house. but you're renting the house. You're leasing the car. You're in debt trying to keep up appearances. You're robbing Peter to pay Paul. Live within your means. You got to leave something back here for your children. The Bible says a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children, your grandkids. That don't mean you out here popping bottles in the club, then you go home and you eating cold cuts. Ain't nothing wrong with cold cuts now, because I like potted meat. I love potted meat. I love potted meat. I get teased about it all the time. I grew up on it. I'm okay with it. Priorities. You rather look good than be good. Big difference. Big difference. I'm going to put this man picture back up here. These two gentlemen. I'm going to put him up first. $20 million a year. Guaranteed money right there. And the people that were making fun of him didn't even make 10% of what he makes. In fact, some of them probably didn't even make 2% of what he makes, 5% of what he makes a year. He makes $20 million. And they made fun of this man because of the clothes he got on in this picture. But he's in the NBA. Multi-millionaire. Guaranteed money, because NBA contracts are guaranteed money. They're not like NFL. His contract guaranteed. Whether he starts or whether he sits on the bench, he's still going to make that $20 million. That's his money. He's a young man, not even 30. $20 million a year. They're making fun of him because he had on that outfit at the NBA All-Star weekend. That's one of the outfits he had on. I got a top just like that. I don't make $20 million a year. I got the same top, and I got a denim pair. In fact, I'm looking over at my pants right now. A denim pair of slacks just like that. I got a pair of Adidas sneakers and a top just like that, but it's not that color. It's blue and beige. Well, I'm just saying blue and beige. It's got beige stripes in it. Bought mine at Walmart. The pants and the shirt look just like that. And I'm just as comfortable in mine as he probably is in his. Exactly, Trey Bear, Greneau. He's comfortable in his clothes. His clothes are neat and they're clean. Oh, and he said, what am I supposed to do? Buy a $5,000 chain? What? For what? What purpose does it serve? What purpose does it serve? But we are so caught up on name brands. Oh, you got to have Louis and Gucci and all this. These men don't wear Louis and Gucci. And they can actually probably buy the company that makes Louis Vuitton and Gucci. These men are billionaires. Steve Jobs, when he was alive, wasn't dressing out. Platinum chains and gold grills and driving all them big crazy cars. Soon as you buy a car, whether it's a Toyota Corolla or whether it's a Lamborghini, the minute you drive that car off the lot, it automatically depreciates. As soon as you cross the sidewalk and go into the street, the value of your car automatically drops. A minimum of $3,500 as soon as you pull it off. Now, what appreciates value? When you buy land. Land don't ever depreciate. Something to think about. But anyhow, there was a study done back in 1954. There's a video, and I'm going to share it with you right now, called Secrets of Selling to the Negro. I put the long version and the short version in the description of this video. But I'm going to play for you how other people, meaning white people, will sell stuff to us, our people. I'm going to share that video and then I'm going to come back. I want you to see this. Very interesting. Take this off. And you don't need to see my face. Here we go.
Here is what sales psychologists have to say about selling to the Negro.
The secret of selling to the Negro is expressed in one word. That word is recognition. Now, there's nothing unusual about that. People want to be recognized. They need recognition. That's basic in all of us. But perhaps because he's had so little of it, the Negro needs even more. He needs to feel important and appreciated. This need is a very real and important one. It shows up even in many of the Negro's shopping habits. Anyone who sells or wants to sell to the Negro customer should know about some of these habits. 3 habits in particular play a big part in every sales transaction. To begin with, most Negroes buy by brand. They ask for products by name. They're quick to turn down off-brands. Buying by brand, that's the first important Negro buying habit. Now for the second. The Negro buys good quality merchandise. Symbols of quality and prestige are very important to the Negro customer. This woman, for example, is buying fine crystalware. But she is also buying the admiration and approval of her friends and relatives. Listen to her thoughts.
My, isn't it beautiful? I can hardly wait to show it to Sally and Joan.
It's a well-known fact that many Negro customers are influenced by the opinions of others. What their friends may think of a certain item often decides whether or not the sale is made. So remember, the Negro buys quality merchandise. That's the second important point. And here's the third thing to remember when selling to a Negro customer. When he specifically asks for one thing, don't try to sell him something else. Don't try to switch him at the point of sale. If you do, he'll probably react something like this.
Doesn't he think I've got the money to pay for it?
The Negro resents being offered a substitute. He wants to be sold on quality, not price. The Negro buys by brand, he buys quality, and he doesn't like to be switched at point of sale. These are the keys to selling the Negro customer.
According to leading researchers, in proportion to population and income, Negroes buy more quality products than any other comparable United States group.
And there you have it. And there you have it. That was 68 years ago. Has anything changed? That was their thinking 68 years ago. They created this video 68 years ago. Our buying power, 97%, 93 to 97% of our dollars are spent outside of our communities. Something to think about. 93, they've done the numbers. They've done the numbers on us. 93 to 97% of our dollars, we take it and spend it outside of our community. We are more consumer than we are producer. They've done the research on us. We won't buy nothing unless it's name brand. You try to offer one of us something that's not name brand, we figure it's an insult to us. Oh, I don't want that cheap stuff. I don't want that cheap stuff. That's what we'll say. Let's just be honest. Let's be honest. I'll give you an example. Frosted Flakes. I give you some Frosted Flakes in a bowl. I don't tell you where the Frosted Flakes come from. And you eat them. You like them. But the minute one of you, not all of you, but some of you find out that it's not Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, it's not Tony the Tiger, why did you give me them knockoff cereal? Same cereal, just the name brand. Starbucks coffee. You pay $5 to have a cup of coffee that's got Starbucks on the outside of it. If I gave you a cup of coffee and it didn't have Starbucks on it and you drank it, half of you wouldn't even know the difference. Well, some of you coffee aficionados, I know the difference. My palate, I'm just joking. But 2 cups of coffee, one's in a plain white cup and the other one's got Starbucks on the outside. And I can switch them out and put regular coffee in the Starbucks cup and give it to you. You think you drink a Starbucks, so you feel better about yourself because you paid $5 for this coffee. Whereas I could have got some coffee from the corner bodega on the corner, put that coffee actually in the Starbucks, and you wouldn't know the difference. And put the Starbucks over in the plain white cup, you wouldn't know the difference. But you're paying for name recognition because you feel better about yourself because you're drinking this high-priced coffee that's got Starbucks on the outside of it. Dunkin' Donuts, Krispy Kreme, or whatever. Gas station donuts, same thing. But because of the location and the name recognition, you feel better because you're eating from those places versus the gas station donuts. And guess what? The donuts that's in the gas station, like a Circle K, Speedway, you name it, they get those donuts from Krispy Kreme and Dunkin' Donuts as well. I used to like certain brands of liquor. I had a job one summer working at a distillery. They make the vodka, whatever the liquor they was making at this place. The only difference in the name brand liquor and the off-brand liquor that you buy, what you call the cheap liquor, they take the filter out and put in a different filter. It's the filtration. The same alcohol, but the cheaper brand, the filter that they use, where they give you your quote-unquote taste. Same liquor, they're just running it through a different filter. There you go, Lola. Right. The buying habits were passed down. You're right. I just use Starbucks Betty as an example to illustrate my point. But you get where I'm going, right? People have studied our spending habits and they cater to us. Tax season. Oh, they know black people want to buy them some flat screen TVs and the men want the video games. So they got to have the big flat screen to play the video game on. So when you go into Walmart, at Best Buy, what do they put out front as soon as you walk in the store? Best Buy, no, we coming with them tax rebate checks, them tax refunds. So what do they put in the store? The first thing you see when you walking into the store, they got the flat screens out front on a little pallet. Because they know as soon as you walk in the store, you don't have to walk to the back of the store to the electronics. Your flat screen's right there. So what you do, you put it right in the cart. They know you want those video games right behind them. Those PlayStations, whatever the PlayStations are. I don't know this stuff because I don't buy video games. I'm a grown man. I ain't got time to be sitting around playing no video game. And my son's playing, and they kind of growing out of it because they don't even play them as much. Trying to think how they cater to ladies. They know the ladies like them purses and them boots. What do you see on sale? And you getting these spam emails. They know tax time is coming. People filing taxes. Ladies, get your boots. Get your matching boots and your purse sets. So that's what they cater toward y'all. Or Bath and Beyond, or Bath and Body Works, Victoria's Secret. Stuff that they know ladies, black ladies, love to talk about. Oh, I got this purse. I'm just thinking of names. Kenneth Cole, or what's the other stuff that women buy? Other name brand. I don't know this stuff because I don't care about name brands. If it's something I like and it look good, I buy it. If I like it, I buy it. I don't care about a name brand. I'll be just as happy with something from Walmart as I would from something from somewhere else. I'm not caught up in name brands, so I don't know the name brands, but they cater to you and your Christmas time. What's out front in the stores? They've studied us. They know what black people gonna buy. I don't know what happens between December and tax time that you need a new flat screen TV. Did you tear it up that fast? I don't know. But they'll buy a flat screen for Christmas, turn right around when tax season comes, buy another one. What happened to the one you bought Christmas? Think about it. They study our patterns. Christmas. Here it is. It was in October, Halloween, and they already had Christmas decorations in the stores. Here it is, Christmas time, Thanksgiving, and they are in some stores, even the drugstores already had Valentine's Day out. So they keep you broke from October, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Valentine's Day. After Valentine's Day, black people that ain't even Irish, St. Patrick's Day stuff, Easter. So you broke and paying out. So from Easter to Thanksgiving time again, you trying to pay off all the money you done blew. Because you done blew money Thanksgiving, Christmas, Valentine's Day. Just like that. And they study our spending habits. And they put these displays out on the shelves. Boom, as soon as you walk in the store. There's the stuff geared towards Thanksgiving. They know black people love their ham. So they're going to have hams out there. They're running specials. They're going to have it what you want. Black people love hams. They're going to have ham. Then all of a sudden people got vegan. So now Whole Foods is running specials. They study our spending habits. They study them. Young black people want these Air Jordans. Half of them weren't even born when Jordan was playing ball, but every young black person wants a pair of $200 Jordans. And the older his Jordan series was, like the beginning Jordans, those are the hot selling ones. Everybody wants those ugly shoes. I have never bought a pair of Jordans. Somebody gave me a pair of Jordans once, and they hurt my feet, and I gave them away. I wore them 3 times. I didn't see the purpose of having back then $125 pair of sneakers. I wasn't a pro athlete. Didn't see the sense in it. I played college ball. I didn't see the sense in it. I didn't. If I'm going to spend $100-something, back then I could get a suit for $200 and go interview for a job or go to a function. I would spend $200 on a pair of dress shoes or a suit because I could go to work in those. That was my thinking. But my parents always instilled that in me. So it never made sense to me. People, I got a Gucci watch and a Gucci belt. Okay, that's good for you. Good for you. Now, if I was going to buy a watch, a Movado was nice because now that I would have spent money on a Movado, and that's an $800 watch. And I didn't even do that. I bought one once. But I bought it at a pawn shop and I got it for $350. But that was an investment. So when I went to work, I had a nice watch. Now, I'd have been just fine buying a watch at Walmart or something like that, or Target. I didn't see the point in something that I may hit my arm and crack the screen on it and it's gone. It just doesn't make sense. What are we teaching our children? What are we learning ourselves? You go buy and we were laughing. I'm not gonna say the young man's name, but we all know he's a social media figure. He had an eviction notice to be evicted from his apartment, but he's riding around town in a Maserati. You go park a $300,000 car in front of an apartment. If you got a $300,000 car, you should have a $1 million to a $1.5 million home. It balances out. Or you get rid of the car, buy you a house, and get you a sensible car. Get you a nice SUV for under $35,000, $40,000 and pay for your house. Let's sit down. You can have a house that's paid for and a car that's paid for what you pay for the Maserati. It don't make sense. And then you look up, you got an eviction notice stapled to your door. You know how embarrassing that is? You got a Maserati out there, you got fur coats hanging up in your closet and jewelry, but you renting. You driving a Maserati and you parking your Maserati in front of an apartment. Not a condo, an apartment. Not an apartment in New York City, because there's some high-rise apartment buildings in certain neighborhoods. Yeah, but I'm not going to say where this person lives. But you parking your Maserati in front of an apartment. And then you almost got evicted out of your apartment, but luckily the guy pawned some of his jewelry and covered his rent. I ain't saying no name. Don't ask me. I ain't saying no name. I ain't saying no name. Don't ask me. But it rhymes with fall well. That's all I'm going to say. I'll wear these t-shirts, go to Walmart, I'll go to Dollar General. Get me some t-shirts. They sell jeans in my size. I go right up in there. Now I might go to DSW shoes or Carnival shoes or whatever. Buy me some nice shoes. If I want a pair of sneakers, I ain't paying over $60 for no sneakers. Devil is a lie. I'm 52 years old. I ain't playing nobody pro sports. I don't need no $100 shoes. I might shoot. If I splurge on a pair of sneakers, it'd be some New Balance because I do a lot of walking. How you doing, Fred? I am not going to spend $100 on no sneakers. I teach my children now. So why would you buy $100 pair of sneakers? Well, I like sneakers. Okay. Well, when you make six-figure salary, that's when you go splurge on sneakers like that. If you go spend money on anything, let it be a nice suit, some dress shoes, and some nice ties, cufflinks, so you can take your butt to an interview. And then once you get a job, if you're going to spend large hundreds of dollars on anything or thousands of dollars on anything, don't let it be a car. Buy you an acre of land somewhere, and then you own the land. In fact, buy you 2 acres of land. One that you can build a house on one day, and another acre of land that you can contact the cell phone company and say, hey, I got an acre of land out in this rural spot, and I know you're probably going to want to put a cell phone tower up. I'll let you put a cell phone tower up on my property, and then the cell phone company will pay you rent each month for the use of your land to have their cell phone tower up there. Say Verizon pays you to use it. AT&T might come along too, say, hey, well, I want to put a tower out here too. Or T-Mobile want to put up a tower too. So then you got all 3 carriers paying you rent on your acre of land for them to each have a cell phone tower on your land. And then that rent can go towards paying for your house, you to build a house on the other acre of land that you own somewhere else. And you ain't got to come out of pocket for nothing. But that's just free game right there. That's just free information for you. That's how you create generational wealth. And you're able to, when you die, you can pass that on and say, well, hey, your kids can, like, say if you got 4 kids or 3 kids, and each one of those cell phone companies is paying you to have a tower on your acre of land, they can all split that money 3 ways, and they have extra income to put in their pockets. Well, where you're dead and gone, you've left them something other than a bill. Then that house that you got on the other acre of land, they can sell it, split that money. Then they can all go out and invest their proceeds from the sale of your home and do other things. Generational wealth. They can't do that with a funky platinum chain around your neck, or you bragging about you some luxury car that you're renting or leasing just so you can look a certain way. Exactly, Ebony. You got on fur coats, driving a Maserati, got on jewelry, but you renting an apartment. Yeah, you don't own no land, no house. Houses and land are investments. That's something to think about. Houses and land are investments. You bought a Maserati, $250,000 a few years ago. You sell it now, you got to sell it at a depreciated value. You buy a fur coat, jewelry. You can't sell it back for the price you paid for it. Depreciated value. You buy land, sit on it, pay the taxes on it. You might have bought that land low for $1,000 an acre. I'm just shooting off the top of my head. And then time go on. If you got an acre of land that's got trees on it, you contact a paper company or a lumber company. You sell the trees off of that land. You bought that land for $1,000. An acre of land yields $7,500 to a paper company. So you, for your $1,000 purchase, you've cleared $6,500 in profit on 1 acre. Acre of land out in the country somewhere, taxes on it, $100. You pay that tax for the year, you still cleared $6,400. Just imagine if you got 10 acres of land and it's all got trees on it. Something to think about. Something to think about. But we out here making fun of people like this young man who makes $20 million a year because he ain't out here with gold and diamonds on his wrist and in his ear, around his neck. But I guarantee if you roll up to his house is nice and it's paid for. The house he got here in Cleveland and the house he got wherever he's from. He probably got 2 houses, maybe more. When he go on a trip, dressed like that, he can afford to lay out on the deck of a nice cruise ship or either rent a yacht and sail on a private cruise somewhere with him and his friends or whatever young lady he want to go with and just be at peace and have money to spend and enjoy himself. Why? Because he didn't buy $1,000 worth of jewelry around his neck. He ain't got to worry about nobody putting a gun in his face, robbing him for jewelry or his car. Because he's sensible with his money. Just something to think about. I'm not going to keep you here long, but I'm just, it bothered me. I said, what can I talk about this week that makes sense? And I'm not out here going back and forth with some idiot or a group of idiots. This is much more important. That's why I played that video. That video was made 15 years before I was born. I'm 52. Excuse me. I'll be 53 this year. That video was made in 1954. 15 years before I was born. They have been studying our spending habits that long. Longer than probably before that video was made. Saw that lady in the video. Oh, I can't wait to show this to so and so and so. And she was naming the people off. They're going to be, she was trying to impress people. The man got offended and said, what, he don't think I got the money to buy it? There was a rapper a week ago. He was in a, I don't know if he was in a Gucci or Louis Vuitton store, one of the stores, named Jim Jones. He did a live video. He said, nobody brought me champagne, because I guess that's customary when you go into these stores. They give you champagne or chocolates and whatever. They cater to you because they know you're coming there to spend thousands of dollars, maybe even millions of dollars. And they cater to you like that. Gucci store, Jim Jones in the Gucci store. And he went off because they didn't suck up to him like he thought they should suck up to him. First of all, there are black designers that are not named Louis Vuitton and Gucci that you could have spent your money with. They would have appreciated your business. But I remember during my day, when I was younger, when I was my son's age, everybody wanted Polo and Ralph Lauren. They was wearing Timberland boots and Polo. Neither one of these people cared anything about our business, but they knew that black people bought it, so they started having black models wear their stuff. Rappers out here wearing Timberland boots and Ralph Lauren and Polo and all that. So here comes Carl Kanai, black designer. Here comes Cross Colors, black designers. Here comes FUBU, black design. What happens? When they got big, even Sean John got bought out by white people. They saw that for us, by us, and other people like that were catering to their own people. Then what did Gucci do? Dapper Dan in New York City, he was taking these people's clothing and making stuff for urban consumers. And they realized what he was doing, then they offered him a job. Then you look at Russell Simmons with Fat Farm, Baby Fat, apple bottom jeans. I could go on and on and on and on and on. Control your dollars. Keep your dollars in your community. This man was out here going off because Gucci wasn't catering to him in a Gucci store. I saw how much a Gucci belt costs. And like, people actually pay this for a Gucci belt just so they can wear Gucci around their waist. And then had a pants. They'll tuck their shirts and their pants so that you can see that they got on the Gucci belt. People were robbing other people for the Gucci belt. People wearing Gucci slippers and Gucci sneakers. Really? But Gucci ain't putting no money back in the hood. Brother out here, black designer, don't support him or go past him. His shoe or his belt costs $100. Maybe. I'm just saying that off the top of my head. I'm just, because I know some people that actually black designers, they got stuff comparable to what Gucci, but because it's not Gucci, they'll bypass the black designer, go give Gucci their money for a belt, because that's all they can afford. It became a status symbol, because you can't afford the real Gucci pants, Gucci shirt, Gucci shades. I got a friend that right here in Cleveland, David Ford. He has David Ford eyewear. Celebrities wear his eyewear. He created his own eyewear. got his stuff. Just recently, they had ads in Times Square of his eyewear. Now he's branching off into clothes. David Ford Collection. Look him up. Google him. Right here in Cleveland. Michael Collier wears his shades, eyewear. He has shades and eyewear. Bill Bellamy, Kango Kid was wearing his stuff. A who's who of black celebrities wear his stuff. But when he got started, well, nobody looking at him like, oh, this is not Gucci, this is not whatever. Now he's become popular. They would rather take their money out of the community than to keep it in. And he offer quality stuff at an affordable price. Yeah, Diddy just got his company back. You look at BET. Viacom bought BET out. Look at it. Just do your research. Google who controls the media. There are only like 6 companies that own all the media, everything we watch on TV. 6 companies own all of it. Look at who those people are. Look at Google them. You'd be surprised. 6 companies own everything that we watch on TV. 6 companies. 6. Everything you clicking over there on your smart TV, everything you looking at is owned by 6 companies. They've studied us. They know what we watch. They know what we like to wear. They know what we like to eat. And they know where we like to go. And they cater to that. Okay, I'm going to give you an example. Black people that smoke cigarettes, they know that we've smoked 2 types of cigarettes, 3 really. But the main cigarette that black people smoke, Newports. Newport cigarettes. Newport cigarettes. Newport cigarettes. All in the magazines. Or the cool cigarettes. Then the Benson and Hedges. But the Newports, Newport Jazz Festival, Newport this, Newport that, billboards all through the hood, Newport cigarettes. They know that's what most of the black people smoked was menthol cigarettes, and Newports was the most popular. Newsflash, guess what cigarette burns the fastest so you turn around and light another one real quick? Newport cigarettes. It's the fastest burning cigarette that's out there. If you buy, for those of you that smoke cigarettes, take a Newport, light it. Watch how fast it burns. Just take one in your hand and watch it. I know cigarettes is high now because people selling Lucy's. But just sit there and time it and watch how fast it burns. Then find one of your white friends. Say, hey, that smoke cigarettes. Say, let me see your cigarette. Put them side by side. Their cigarettes burn slower. That Newport burns very, very fast. So as soon as it burns, as soon as you smoke it, you're going to be looking for another one, lighting it, boom. It's habit forming. Cigarette smoking is habit forming anyway, but Newports are very habit forming. And that's how they get you to buy more and more of them. And because they know black people smoke those, the ads in the community, Newports. They're not pushing Marlboros and Camels. They're pushing Newports because they know that's what we smoke. Newports, then Cools, and then Benson and Hedges. We used to call them bitches and hoes as a joke. B&H, bitches and hoes. The liquor you drink, the beer you drink. They're not pushing. Well, Budweiser is a big sponsor of things in certain communities. Sponsored by Budweiser. They know black people. Who drink more. They actually, hey, so I know the devil is a lie. The devil is a lie. Because when I start speaking facts, now all of a sudden they want to glitch out. Please click like and share. Malt liquor. So it's geared towards black people. They know our spending habits. Look at certain restaurants that you only find in black neighborhoods. You'd be hard pressed to find a Church's Chicken in a white neighborhood. Very hard pressed. Now you'll see KFCs in some white neighborhoods, but it's going to be in a middle class white neighborhood. Think about it. Just what? You can tell the neighborhood you're in by the stores. Lower income area, you're going to see a lot of pawn shop and liquor stores. You're not going to see a lot of pawn shop and liquor stores in white and more affluent neighborhoods. You're going to see wine shops and higher end liquor stores in white neighborhoods. But the corner liquor store where you can go get a pint of that short dog, no. And if you walk into a liquor store in a white neighborhood, you darn sure ain't going to be buying no old Indian Coke. Get off the Wi-Fi. So anyway, I've held you for an hour. I wanted you to see that. This is more important than beefing. This is real life stuff. This is real life stuff. They study us. They know the type of clothes we like to wear. They know the little trinkets and things we like to have. That's why you see people out here with bumblebee shades bragging about their eyewear, their cars, all the stuff they've spent their last dollar to get to impress people. Renting and leasing. No ownership. Renting and leasing. Because we're big on name brands. Like even these headphones I got. Now, I didn't buy these because I wanted to, just like you see black people, young black people, oh, I got these Beats by Dr. Dre. No, I bought these audio techers because in the film industry, these are going to give me the best sound when I'm on a film set. Or if a person's in a recording studio, like my son, he has audio techer headphones. I have audio techers for filmmaking. He has them for when he's in the booth recording. Neither one of us got no Beats by Dr. Dre. I support his efforts because that creation made him a billionaire. I'm all for that. Yep, Wayfield Foods right there in Atlanta. Wayfield Foods and Piggly Wiggly. But I do like Wayfield because, you know, of their history of helping employ a lot of black people and donating a lot of money for causes in the community. They could do better. I agree. But in Atlanta, they can do better. But I love me some Piggly Wiggly when I was growing up, when I was down south. And if you was in North Carolina, buy low. A&P, oh, I'm dating myself now. Oh boy. King Lion or Food Lion. That's Carolina's. Yeah. So, but they study our habits, what we eat, where we like to go, what we like to wear. I have seen so many guys when I was in Atlanta, when I was in New Jersey, New York, getting on a bus with these Jabot jeans. I found out this a pair of jeans for $400. Get on a pair of Jordan sneakers, Jabot jeans. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. It's Francois, whatever, Marif Jabot. $400 jeans, $200 pair of sneakers, iPhone, platinum grill, gold grill in their mouth, diamond earrings in their ear, on the bus. They could have saved that money, got them a regular phone that's functional. They could surf the internet and do what they need to do, and bought a car. Then they wouldn't have been on public transit. But that's why our value system are. Most high-end stuff is in the projects, in the hood. You go in their house about to fall apart, but they got a flat screen up on the wall. Got a PlayStation, Xbox. the latest Air Jordans, Gucci belts and stuff, but they're living in the hood or in the projects. They study us. Spend money like that, but won't pay for tuition to go to school or go to trade school or college. Yes, Christine, I'm telling you, Joker got on the bus with Jabot jeans, Air Jordans, iPhone, grill in the mouth, fitted ball cap, athletic jersey that cost almost $150, $20, $30 fitted ball cap of a team that they can't even afford tickets to go see play, riding public transit. Laughing at me because I had on a t-shirt and some regular off-the-rack jeans, but I have a college degree and I'm going to work. I've seen it happen. We'd rather look good than be good. Go on a vacation right now, and you tell the average person in here, "Oh, we're going on a trip this summer. Oh, okay, let me know because I got to get my outfits together." Why not just, instead of spending money on new outfits to impress your friends or impress other people that you don't even know, or half of them you know and don't like them, you could use that money so when the ship docks, if you're in Jamaica or cruising the islands, every time you stop at a port, instead of worrying about the new outfit of the day, you got money to spend at each one of these ports. That's too much like right, though, ain't it? Too much like right. But y'all please click like and share. Thank you for coming tonight. I enjoyed doing this. Ain't no drama, ain't no name calling. Talk about something that really matters. Yeah, I really enjoyed this. This is something that was educational. I keep glancing over here and watching CNN, this whole thing with Ukraine and Russia. But Friday Night Live with the A-Team. Right here. Y'all be good. Go out there and enjoy the rest of your evening. Spend time with your family and your friends. Do something important. Read a book. Read a book. This is Black History Month. Study something about our people. Oh, and I've been posting stuff in the Facebook group. You know, I'm big on not just Black History Month sharing information like that, but all the time sharing information. So let's get in the habit of doing that. Sharing critical race theory, since that seems to be the new buzzword. It's not their job to teach our people about our people. That's us. That's on us. It's not their job to teach us. How can we expect people that have historically oppressed us to turn around and teach us our history? That's our job. We teach each other. And if they want to sit in and listen and learn the truth, good for them. Then they'll be better for it as well. But I love you. I'm going to go take a nap. Well, not a nap, but I'm going to talk to my friends. Moderators, thank you for the wonderful job that you do. I love you. I appreciate all of you. Thank you to all my supporters that come out every week listening to me talk, because you can be doing something else. Thank you. Thank you for everybody that's ever Cash App me, that continues to Cash App me, supporting me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And in the coming next couple of weeks, you're going to see some pictures up. Some of you that have showed interest in being in my film project, I will be calling you for the voiceovers, because let me put this up again, do a little house cleaning. Here's the casting notice again. If you're interested being a part of my film project, my film short, I'm looking for voiceover talent. You can send the information in the subject, put the name of the character that you're interested in, and I will email you back a copy of the script. It's like a little one-page script. You can read, record yourself doing the lines, and I'll get back to you if I'm interested. If you're somebody that I think is a good fit, I'll be in touch with you. I would prefer to have people that are supporting me be a part of my project versus going outside of that, getting people elsewhere. I would love to get as many of you as I can to be a part of my project. You've supported me in other endeavors, so this is my way of saying doing something else that's positive and getting you involved at the same time. And you'll get your, if you've never acted before, you'll be getting your first professional actor's credit. And it'll be on the International Movie Database for the rest of your life. And your kids, grandkids, and everybody else will be like, hey, my relative is a professional actor. They have done professional film work. Now that is something that you can hang your hat on. Now, we've been dealing with cyberbullying going on 2 years now. Marcellus is in charge of the funding and the everything as it pertains to this legal matter. I am not handling any money. All the money goes to him, the $20.88. He will be giving an update in the near future about what's going on with that. So yeah, I am not handling funds. If you send me anything to my Cash App, it's going towards my film project. This Cash App, Marcellus McMillan, is for the $20.88. Don't send $20.89. Don't send $20.87. We would like for you to donate $20.88. 8 is new beginnings in the Bible. Everything over that number has a significant meaning. Marcellus will explain it to you in the near future. But we are going to do things offline and do things the right and legal way and put an end to the beefing, the trolling, and the cyberbullying and harassment. So thank you. I love you. And God bless and good night, all of you. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Miss Christmas. I like your last name. Is that really your last name, Shonda Christmas? That is so cool. That is so cool. Hey, respective angle. How you doing? Thank you, Ebony. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I just got to do it one more time. Proud Papa moment. This is my baby boy. Not my baby boy. He my grown son. He my oldest son. I can't tell you how proud I was. The thing you see in this picture is my camera, and I'm filming my son on stage performing during the NBA All-Star Weekend. Now, people can say what they want. Oh, he not doing this, he not doing that. But guess what? That young man in that picture attends college full-time. He works, and he's a recording artist. He's traveled all over this country, performing and going after his dream. No baby mama drama, no felony convictions, no trouble with the law whatsoever. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of all my children. So for everybody that got something slick to say about because you don't like me and want to try to attack my child, what are you doing with your life? That young man right there turns 25 in May. And I think he's done more in his 24 years than some of you have done in 45 or 50 years. And he definitely ain't sitting there trolling nobody and stalking nobody on top of roofs and walking down the street acting crazy. He's doing something with his life. What about you? Good night. I love you. I love all of you. Y'all be safe. And moderators, I'll be in the chat in a little bit. Good night, y'all.